Hey dudes, this is an exciting day. I figured out how to get the autofocus back on, so watch this. Hey, there we go, it's back. And also, since the video I posted on Sunday, you guys reminded me to get one of these, so I finally got one. Check it out. Can you see it? That fluffy thing up there? There's two microphones on the top, so this covers both of them. So hopefully, now when it's windy, you guys will be able to hear me. Yeah. And he's got a little hat. Anyway, I want to start this video off with answering a few of the comments from the last video. Oh yeah, sorry there wasn't a video yesterday. I was feeling all kinds of weird, and I couldn't focus on making what I wanted to make. But luckily, I've written it all out today, so it's done. I've made it. So here's my script for later on. It's pretty lengthy. So yeah, this is the video I wanted to make yesterday, but I couldn't do it. Oh yeah, you guys told me, so this guy here, the Irish banana, said that muesli isn't raw. So that means I can't eat muesli anymore. So thank you for that. Now I know. No more muesli. Another comment, I don't know where it is, but another comment said, where's the other dog? Why don't you take him out? A few comments were like that actually, but it's because the other dog's my sister's and he was hanging out with her. And it's kind of hard to take out 3 dogs at a time because they just run everywhere. So yeah, I just felt like taking 2. Alright, and Andrea Worth. I've replied to all these comments on the actual video, but I want to just answer a couple here in this video so more people watch, like, know. When you're at these places you adventure, what do you do? Like, do you sit and listen to music, make something? I usually listen to music. I don't go out with the intention of doing anything, I just go out to kind of explore and just be in nature, because when you're in nature it helps just clear your head. Like, it helps anybody, but it helps me especially. I'm going to talk about that later. You've probably seen the title of this video, which is how your environment affects the way you think and feel. I'm gonna get into that. Like, I've written out this whole thing. I've done some research. I'm gonna explain it in a bit, but right now I just want to answer some questions. Noah says, how do you deal with people who don't agree with barefooting? I've never actually come across anybody that just disagrees with it. A lot of people don't understand it, but they usually they ask me about it, and then I'll explain why I do it. But most people I meet are usually older than me, and they understand. They know why I do it. They understand the benefits, but they just don't do it themselves. I'm not sure why. There's a comment from Z Lightner. He says, can you make a video about what happened with you in Karim? I saw you guys chilling in an older vlog. Are you cool now? Yeah, I was gonna make a video explaining what happened with me and him. I'd have to speak to him about it because I don't really understand what happened between us. It was mainly poor communication, and I don't really know. I don't know why we fell out, but yeah, I'll make a video about it. I'll get his opinion on it, and then hopefully make some sense of it, and then explain it to you guys. I've got a lot of comments from you guys saying that you've been barefoot for 2-3 weeks. That's amazing. I didn't expect anybody to last that long. So well done, Harry, and there's a few other people that I found. Congrats, well done. I hope it's going well for you. I've actually done a bit of damage to my feet. I'll try and show you guys. So basically, I've been playing Pokemon quite a lot in my town, and it's all concrete around here. I've been walking on concrete a bit too much. And you see right there, it's kind of raw and on my toes. That's because that's the first point of contact for my foot. So every time I walk, that's the bit that touches first, and then it touches there, and then here. The heel of my foot's really solid. You can't penetrate it. It's pretty solid. But right here has been kind of sensitive because of just all the concrete walking I've been doing. And that's all my fault, it's just because I've been playing Pokemon too much. But yeah, don't do what I did. Don't walk on concrete a lot, because it's bad for your feet. Well, maybe not bad, but I don't know, it's a bit too much. If you're gonna barefoot walk, do it out in nature. It's the best for your feet. Try not to do it too much in the city. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for all the comments. On this video, there's actually, how many is there? This is the video from Sunday, by the way. There's can you see that? 491 comments on a video that's only got 7,000 views. That's pretty incredible. So thank you guys for that. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, it's basically just me adventuring with the dogs. I just really appreciate all the comments. You guys are really nice. I mean, you're always nice in the comments, but this one especially had a lot of nice things, and it was nice to read yesterday when I wasn't feeling too good. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go out. It was sunny, but now it's not sunny anymore. Damn it. Okay, if the sun comes out, I'll be able to film this properly, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I just hope it doesn't rain today. Okay, let's go outside. Me and Keaton have come to my favourite spot just to find a tree to do the talky bit. I've got a little bit of sunlight, but not much. We'll work with it though. Come on, dude. He walks really funny. So this is a tree right here that I want to climb, but I can't work out how to get up it because the branches are kind of spaced a bit too far apart, and the branches are kind of big, so you can't just grip onto them. But all the trees around here are pretty much the same. Like, they're all quite difficult to climb, and I don't want to use the two trees that I've used before, so I'm going to work on this one because it would be really nice to be up there where the light is. I'm in the tree. The sun can kind of hit me. It's up there, but I think if I go higher, the sun will be better. Getting these shots is not easy. And we have made it. This might be a subject you've never even thought about before, but it's actually really important, and it affects you without even knowing. Like, it really affects you. So I wanted to talk about how your environment affects the way you think and feel. There's a huge reason that I spend as much time as I do out in nature, and why I always try and get out into nature. So first off, let's get into the psychology of the colors that you're surrounded by. Now, this won't apply to everybody because you all live in different parts of the world, but if you live in a city, or if you live in the UK especially, you'll see a lot of these colors that I talk about. You'll usually see a lot of the same colors. There'll usually be a lot of gray and a lot of black, or like dark shades of variations of gray. So take my town for example. This is what it looks like. The roads are gray. The buildings are grey. The roofs are grey. Now, I know a lot of towns in the UK look the same as this, so if you're from the UK, you can probably relate to what I'm about to say. And I think there's a reason for it. So I look around, the walls are grey, the roads are grey, the roofs are grey. Usually the sky is grey. A lot of cars are even a shade of grey. Like, silver is pretty close to grey. And I feel a lot of people subconsciously choose those colours for a reason, and they're influenced by their surroundings. The colour grey makes you feel a lack of confidence, dampness, depression, hibernation, and a lack of energy. So if you live in the UK or any other country where it's cloudy or rainy all the time, it's likely that you are depressed or not confident. Maybe you've developed anxiety or other mental illnesses, and this is all because of your surroundings. Well, it's a combination of things, but I think it's mainly this. I've never really gone into detail about the subject, but I've always known it for myself. And it's only recently that I've properly researched like the science and the psychology behind it, and it all backs up what I've always thought. Moving on to the colour black. Colour black represents oppression, coldness, fear, death, evil. It's associated with power and heaviness. It's also a form of authority, and it's considered to be formal. So there's nothing about these two colours that's positive to your mind, body and soul. When you're surrounded by them, it's impossible to feel good. Concrete, cement, slate and steel, these are all materials that are grey, and they're used in construction all around the UK to build things. We have so many other materials out there. Why are builders only using things that are grey? Like, other countries have different colours. Like, I've seen Spain has orange. They have orange roofs. Okay, so here comes the conspiracy part of all this, and I thoroughly believe that I'm right on this. So who's in charge of building all these roads and buildings and stuff like that for us? It's the government. The government is in charge of it. So why would the government choose to use materials that make you feel oppressed, depressed, and a lack of confidence? That is so they have control over you. I'm sure by now a lot of people just clicked away. They're like, not again, Jason. But just hear me out. If you're interested, just hear me out. If you're not interested, that's fine. You can go and live your life. Okay, so when you're not living up to your full potential, when you never feel quite right, when you start to develop depression, anxiety, and other mental illnesses, then you start to become easily manipulated. You might not even realize, but when you feel that way, people can get to you. They can say things and do things around you, and you won't question it. You'll feel like you can't step up and do anything about it. So I'm speaking from experience here. When I developed depression, I lost all my confidence, and I would never think big. So I would never come up with great ideas. I would just keep living my mundane life. When I was sad, I would turn to alcohol. It's a legal drug which is sold everywhere. There's a reason it's legal. The government makes a lot of money by taxing it, and because they're keeping everybody suppressed and depressed, people will turn to the drug to make them feel happy in the moment, to hopefully help them forget why they were sad. Drinking culture is so big here in the UK, and I think it's all down to the environment you grow up in. Moving on to big cities. The noise pollution in the city affects you more than you think. If you live in a city, you'll know what noise pollution is like. It drowns out your thoughts. It keeps you in a stressed mood. You can't de-stress when all the noise around you is car noises, like engine noises, construction, shouting. Noises like that stop you from ever finding inner peace. You can't meditate when you're surrounded by noise like that. I think that noise stops you from reaching your full potential. If you can't think big, if you don't think big, like really big, then you'll never want to leave your 9-to-5 job or whichever job you work because you think that's as big as you can get. You think that climbing the ladder of your job is the best way to live. Maybe I've just overthought this thing completely, but it's been on my mind quite a lot, and when things are on my mind so much, talking about them helps them go away, or at least I can get more answers on the things that I'm thinking about. So I hope it's okay that I'm sharing this. Like, it's just something people don't talk about, and I want to be the one talking about it. So maybe I have just overthought this thing completely, but there must be some truth to it, because the world isn't getting any better right now, and kids are growing up and just living the same lives as their parents have, never trying to become more, and there's not enough people out there questioning why things are the way they are. So since I've kind of woken up a little bit, I can't stop questioning everything. I'm always asking, like, my parents questions, I'm always asking my friends questions, I'm always asking the internet, I'm always doing research into things that I don't understand, things that shouldn't be the way they are. Why is a cop allowed to shoot someone for no reason and then get away with killing them? Like, why is there no punishment for cops? I understand if a cop goes to prison, they're gonna get killed from other inmates they might have jailed. They should make a special prison for police, or something like that. Like, whenever I ask a question, I get the answer, oh, it's just the way things have always been. Like, that's not an answer. That means you've never questioned it yourself. Or if you have, you've never found the answers. Like, I could never take that as an answer. I have to ask somebody else. I have to keep asking. If I get an answer like that, that means you just don't care enough to change things. You don't think you can change things. Things can always change. It doesn't matter what situation it is, it can always change. There's no reason that millennial kids, 90s kids, anybody that's growing up right now, there's no reason that we should live in the same world that people lived in back in the 30s. Like, things are different. Let's change it all. Okay, moving on to colors that are positive and can bring you up instead of putting you down. The color green, the color of everything natural. The color of fruit, vegetables, and beautiful little leaves. The color green. So this is the psychology behind it. It makes you feel harmony, balance, refreshment, universal love, rest, restoration, reassurance, environmental awareness, equilibrium, and peace. Peace is obviously the most important one. Now the color blue. Intelligence, communication, trust, efficiency, serenity, logic, coolness, reflection, and calm. I think there must be a reason that I subconsciously keep choosing this color for my hair and for the trousers that I'm currently wearing. Try and show you guys without falling out of the tree. They're blue, see? I think there's got to be a reason behind it. Blue is the color of the mind, and it affects us mentally. Strong blues will stimulate clear thoughts, and lighter, soft blue will calm the mind and aid concentration. Going out and looking at the blue sky whenever you get the chance to, that's probably the best environment to do any work. Like, if you've got schoolwork to do, or if you have, like, trying to write a book, being out and looking at the sky will really help calm you, help aid concentration. There's often times that I actually go and edit outside because I'm not a big fan of editing. It's quite difficult. I don't know why. I think I'm just bad at concentrating on stuff. So I do often go outside to edit, and it helps. Sometimes helps. Sometimes I just get really distracted by nature. So these two colors are colors that you won't get a lot of in a big city, just because of pollution and, like, a lot of construction. So that's why getting out into nature is so important, because it clears your mind on a psychological level. Like, I don't keep telling you guys to go out into nature for no reason, just because I like it. I do it because it clears your mind, it helps refresh you. If you ever tweet me saying you're depressed, I'll always reply with, go out into nature, go climb a tree, go roll in some grass, because it does help. That's the only help you can get. Nature is there as a medicine for humans. There's no reason you should have to go to a pharmacy to cure something. Pharmacies exist to make money. They're not there to help you. Nature doesn't want your money, it just wants to help you. I wish people would just understand that. I don't know why I get so sad thinking about it. Nature never asks anything from us. All it does is give, and it has so much to give, and people won't take it. People won't take the help that's there. Plants aren't dangerous. Plants just want to help. Everything around us is trying to communicate with us if we just listen. Again, it's hard to listen when there's so much noise pollution, so many things out to distract you. These two colors aren't around us enough. Like, why aren't buildings painted colors? Why is there not enough art in the world? Why is graffiti illegal? Because our loving government doesn't want us having the colors around us that will help us become our greatest version. They want us to see colors that keep your mind clouded and keep you depressed, so that you keep working for little pay and don't come up with great ideas. I've always wondered, why are schools not colourful? Would the colours be distracting? Or is it because the school system doesn't want kids being creative and asking real questions? Is it because they want kids taking meaningless exams? Or working all day on subjects that won't help them in the real world? I literally just turned off because I think I've been talking for too long. I just realised if I sat this way, the lighting would have been so much better. I might reshoot this entire video. Oh boy. Look at the difference. Like, crap. Gosh dang it. Alright. I've got more things to do today. I can't. Doesn't matter. I just changed my background and it looks so good. Like faded like this. Looks pretty cool, right? It's got like a city underneath with waterfalls going over the skyscrapers. And it's like deer and stuff and a big tree. And then the bridge is upside down. And then the upside down bit's got like a rainbow bridge. I'm back home now. Just want to wrap this up. When I'm at home in the UK, I have to deal with like the weather being grey and just the grey environment that I'm around, and it really affects me. Like, my depression comes back whenever I feel stuck. Like, it's been times where I haven't had my car and I've not been able to leave and I've just felt stuck. And like going outside and walking around and just seeing grey, like it really affects me. You've probably seen when my depression's come back and stuff. I made that video a couple weeks ago about it. But then there's times where I'm like traveling and you guys always say how happy I look, and I'm like, it's just because of the environment. Like, of course I'm gonna be happy if it's blue and green. And if you were ever wondering why you might be depressed and why you might be afraid of going outside, it's probably because the environment you're in is really bland and there's no colour and there's a lot of noise. Some of those things can affect you, and I know this might not be truthful for everyone. Maybe it is. I don't know. That's all I wanted to say. This video is probably really long already, so I'm going to edit it now, otherwise I'll never get it uploaded. So, thank you for watching. If you've been enjoying the vlogs and you want to show some support, give this video a thumbs up. Like, I don't usually ask for thumbs ups, but it would really mean a lot because the videos are getting gradually less interest in them. Like, there's less interaction and stuff, so I just want to know that there are still people out there that are enjoying these. I'm going to keep uploading regardless, obviously, because I like doing it and it keeps people updated on what I'm doing. But yeah, just give it a thumbs up. And if you want to leave a little comment, I'll reply to you. Thanks for watching, guys.